This is getting a bit repetitive, I know. Once again, I'm updating you with no particular update. In and amongst the many, many pages of guidance released on Friday, the only mention of singing and music was essentially a restatement of what we were told last week, aka that it's not allowed for now, but that they're looking into it. There is no particular date they're promising to look into it by, but they seem to imply that it's going to be fairly soon. The only change they have made is in making an allowance for organ practice. Despite this, I can update you on what we are doing and what we have done. Last week I talked you through our approach, which will be phased, based on risk assessment, and will be part of the church's overall recovery plan. On the phased note, I can tell you that when we're allowed, step 1 is going to be a choral session with just 4 people, including myself. We'll be doing a choral session on the gallery. That's where we'll start. There's quite a full list of procedures surrounding this, the details of which I won't go through with you right now. Regarding the risk assessment for this activity, we've now put together a draft with the help of 2 medical professionals from our congregation who've kindly lent us their time and their expertise. At such time as choral singing is allowed and guidance about this is published by the government, it will just be a case of updating our document to ensure it's fully compliant with what's been announced. At that point, we can stop calling it a draft. As ever, I do hope that by the time of my next update, we'll have a green light to start. However, I remain very proud of what we're doing week on week. I believe our head girl chorister is authoring this week's Friday quiz, so in addition to Compline and Evensong, do join us for that. I'm sure it's going to be brilliant, and they're always terrific fun. I'll just start with some moderate nagging. End with some moderate nagging. Choristers, do watch the Evensong instructional video and practice your parts before Evensong. I can always tell who's watched the video and rehearsed and who hasn't. It's not about insisting on perfection, especially if you're a younger member of the choir. It's about making sure you do your best. Finally, for parents, most of you have returned your Zaragoza reimbursement forms, and the first batch, those who've requested reimbursement as soon as possible, will be going out very, very soon. We're just still waiting on a few of you who've not replied, so please ensure you do that. See you all later this week.